Have you ever heard people say the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? Money makes money. The more money you have, the more money you make. Have you ever asked yourself, why is this? Do you wonder if there are any biblical truths that support these? What if you have been chasing success in all the wrong places? In this video, I'll take you behind the scenes to explain why these phrases exist, how the 90-10 money trap keeps people stuck, and what the Bible says about it. If you feel stuck financially, if you wish you could be more, do more for your family and community, if your reality doesn't match or is falling short of what your ambitious dreams are, then this video is for you, because I'll give you the tips on what to do to get out of this money trap and what you focus on instead. So what is this 90-10 money trap, and why does it act like a financial vacuum that keeps so many people trapped in the broke cycle without them even realizing it? The 90-10 trap is this: 90% of your financial success comes from what's happening inside you. Your mindset, beliefs, habits, and how aligned you are with your purpose. But most people get pulled in the financial vacuum of the 10% where the noise is the loudest. The external stuff like tools, systems, hacks, and quick fix solution promise instead of results. But here's the catch. While you're chasing those external distractions, the real work, the internal transformation that drives 90% of your outcomes is completely ignored. Think about it. How many times have you been told, just invest in this stock, use this budgeting app, or follow this one strategy, and you'll achieve financial success? These things might create the illusion of progress, but they don't address the root cause of why so many people feel stuck financially. It's like trying to patch a leaky boat instead of fixing the hole. It only keeps you afloat temporarily, but you're still sinking. The truth is, your foundation isn't strong. Your mindset isn't built on principles of discipline, stewardship, and faith. So you stay stuck, no matter how many external tools you collect. This is why the 90-10 trap is so dangerous. People don't even realize that they're in it because the focus of external solutions feels productive. It tricks you into thinking you're moving forward, but in reality, you're just going in circles. And while you're stuck chasing the 10%, the 90%, your mindset, habits, beliefs, and alignment with your purpose remains unaddressed, keeping you in the same broke cycle. The vacuum effect is exactly why most people live paycheck to paycheck or feel like they can never quite get ahead, no matter how many strategies they try. They're bought into the world's way of thinking that success starts with what you have. But here's the bold truth. You can't out-earn a broken mindset. When people operate in the 10%, they're living in the have, do, be mindset. They try to have more before they become more. They think, if I had more money, if I could do more, and then I'll be successful. But the truth is completely the opposite. Success works from the inside out. It's all about the be, do, have mindset. You first focus on being the person who understands and aligns with wealth principles. Then you start doing the things that build wealth, and only then will you have the financial success you desire. Now let's break this down further with a biblical perspective. There is a verse in Proverbs that says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. This means your inner world is the starting point for success, including financial success. If you're stuck in the broke cycle, chances are you're focused on external fixes instead of internal transformation. So how do you escape this trap and flip the script? It starts with shifting your focus to the 90%. your be, do, have principle. External success, what you have, is the result of who you are. That's the be, do, have principle. When you work on who you are internally, it changes what you do and ultimately what you have. Here's a real example. If you give two people the same amount of money, one with a broke mindset and one with a wealthy mindset, where would they be years later? This is Sharon Terabasi, a single mother who had been on welfare, cashed out a check from the Ontario Lari and Gaming Corporation for more than 10 million Canadian dollars. She spent her winnings on big house, fancy cars, designer clothes, lavish parties, exotic trips, handouts to families, loans to friends, and in less than a decade she was riding the bus, working part-time, and living in a rental house. By contrast, let's look at Jim Walton, the youngest son of Sam Walton. In 2014, he was ranked at number 10 on the Forbes list of billionaires with a net worth of $34.7 billion and currently has an inheritance of over $100 billion. Take a close look at his career and notice that Jim has been multiplying his and his family wealth rather than wasting. Not only he has the inheritance, but also he is a chairman of Arvis Bank. Before he was the CEO of this bank, he's also the chairman of newspaper firm Community Publishers, and also he's on the board of the Walmart empire. While Sharon blew her wealth because she didn't have the right mindset to sustain, Jim Walton didn't just inherit wealth, he multiplied it because his mindset aligned with long-term goals, discipline, and stewardship. As you can see, the person with the broke mindset would likely have spent it all, stuck in the same cycle. The one with the wealth mindset would have invested, multiplied, and growing beyond where they started. Why? Because their inner world determines how they handle external opportunities. This is why the Bible is filled with wisdom about inner transformation, and it tells us, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The world says, focus on the 10%, tools, hacks, external success, but God says, transformation begins within. So how do you focus on the 90% and break free? Here are the 3 core principles that you must understand. Making $1 million, it's easy. What's hard is who you need to become in the process. That process starts with becoming aware and taking responsibility for who you are now and who you want to be later. The difference is the work you need to do. And every day you wake up, you have a new job of becoming a better version of yourself today in every aspect of your life. During this process, you'll face difficulties and challenges, but understand that the rock doesn't become a masterpiece statue unless hitting, chipping, and breaking happens. When all the heavens conspires to help you, the other forces come against you, because the devil wouldn't be attacking you so hard if there wasn't something valuable in you. Thieves don't break into empty houses. If you're not subscribed to this channel, you'll probably not see me again. If you are, congratulations, you're growing every day. And if you have signed up for the free course below, you're ahead of 99% of the people watching this video. The truth is, making 1 million isn't really about money. It's about becoming the person who can handle that kind of success. It's about mindset. You can't out-earn your mindset. If you are stuck in the broke cycle, it's because you haven't built the you who is ready to handle wealth. Start by changing your habits. Be the person who invests in themselves, who learns how to manage money, who takes responsibility for their future. This doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with one decision: to stop blaming circumstances and start focusing on growing as the person who attracts and keeps wealth. Start small. Make one better financial decision today. Whether it is to saving $200, optimizing your expenses, or committing to learning about investing. You'll see the small changes add up and begin to shape the person you need to be. Number 2 is knowledge is not power. Action is. We live in an age where information is everywhere. It's easy to think that learning is the key to success. And while knowledge is important, it means nothing if you don't act on it. You can read all the books, watch all the videos, take all the courses, but if you're not applying what you're learning, it's just clutter. The difference between successful people and those who stay stuck is that successful people take action, even when they don't have it all figured out. If you've learned about real estate, start with one property. If you've learned about managing money, start tracking your expenses right now. The Bible tells us that faith without works is deed. And the same applies to your financial growth. You have to take the first step. Even if it feels uncomfortable and messy, do something today that brings you closer to your goal. The more you act, the clearer the path will become. Number 3, gaining wealth is about increasing wisdom. When Solomon says, the crown of the wise is their wealth. Now, what's a crown? When a royalty wears a crown, is a symbol of their power and dignity. Something that shows the world the value and the authority of the one wearing it. So the power and the dignity of the wise is their wealth. Your financial success is a direct result of your wisdom. A wise person makes smart decisions and seeks out God's guidance. Their prosperity is not just a blessing, it's a proof of their wisdom at work. But wisdom doesn't just show up in quick wins. It's built over time. It's in the decisions you make today, how you manage your money, your investments, your relationships with others, that ultimately leads to lasting wealth. A wise person knows how to handle what they've been given and uses it for good, not just for personal gain, but for the benefits of others. Think about David, Job, and Barnabas. They didn't just grow rich. They used their wealth to honor God and bless others. On the flip side, folly leads to destruction. The fool who wastes, gambles, or makes poor choices with his wealth or her wealth will eventually lose it all. And not only that, the folly will be on the display for everyone to see. Wisdom, on the other hand, produces lasting results. It's not about getting rich quick. It's about making smart choices today that will bear fruit for years to come. When you focus on growing your wisdom, the wealth will follow and it will last. Wisdom, it's about increasing wealth to create something meaningful, to grow yourself, and to honor God. This is the foundation of true lasting wealth.